Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we finish the same way.
Here we go! 50, plant! Leaf River! Leaf River! Ready, ready! 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hit it! Let's go now! 70, Indy! Huck, go! Here we go, set! 18 Gator! Fire! Ready, break! Get it! Ready? 10 Lobo. Set, go! Set up. 18 Gator. Set up. Here we go! 10 Tucson. Hit it. Okay, break. Now.
Hey man, everything all right with you? Listen to me. You're an established player in this league. That comes with expectations. And today's
Now,
performance
8
didn't
read.
live up to those expectations. So let's change that the next practice,
Ready,
all right?
ready? Set, ready? 90 Wolf. Shoot! Ready, up. Leaf River, Leaf River. Come on, set. 60 Outlaw. Hit it. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Huck, go.
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. As you get a peek at a man who entered the league in
last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Complete here. It's Hyde. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
218, chop it. Get it.
From the 25 on second down. Young, man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
70, Indy.
It's Young off play action. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Young working out of the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember,
touchdown, Jaguars! Raquel Armstead, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. They're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And this one's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A check on the numbers from Goodwin last week. He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Young. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, D, let's all right, D. Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
Here's Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On second down, Armstead. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need... And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Young. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This is Mostert. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded to the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Foles. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That throw by Young incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Right here, right here. Check out, read. Here you go.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd down, it's Armstead. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's Young. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
53, Mike 53. Ain't no such thing. Greystone travel.
On 2nd and inches, Young. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Armstead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Foles on target to Oliver, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run it with Armstead. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Foles. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as they are able to cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Smith. it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young, screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Foles and the Jags down by 13, just over 2 minutes to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Now Armstead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it in... Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Foles. Complete here. It's Hyde. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Foles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles going right side here, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll drop to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Get in the weight room. Fire.
Young here to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. The 30, the 20, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 26, check 26.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. They will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against